feel like saying goodnight too soon. The clock keeps time, but it feels too fast, like it's rushing past something meant to last. There's a quiet I don't try to outrun, just sitting here till the day is done. I'm a little closer than I was before, still not standing at your door. Every thought moves soft and slow, like it already knows where to go. I don't need to call it home, I just need to not feel alone. There's a song playing low and warm, sounds like it's been here since before the dawn. Your name shows up then fades again, like a familiar voice I don't let in. Nothing broken, nothing wrong, just a night that's taking long. Just let the quiet sing. The light stays on, the room stays kind. Sleep comes easy when it finds its time.
The clock moves quiet on the wall, but doesn't seem to go. Each second lands the same as last, with nowhere left to show. I listen just to hear it pass, and let it come and go. The sound of nothing changing now fills the space I'm in. No rise, no fall, no sudden shift, no place to begin. I sit inside the steady line and let it settle in. The room holds still without a push, no reason to adjust. A cup, a chair, a line of light, all resting where they must. I almost reach to move something and leave it where I trust. The sound of nothing changing now, soft against the air. Every moment stays the same and doesn't seem to care. I don't ask it to become something more than there. No pattern I can follow through, no need passing by. The sound of nothing changing now keeps the night in place. Every thought that starts to form slows its pace. I don't push it into shade or chase. The clock continues where it is, without a sign. I sit and let it carry on, without a line.
The window holds the night outside. No signal, no reply. Just quiet streets and empty light passing slowly by. I thought I'd see something move, but nothing catches my eye. The window stayed dark tonight. Nothing came through, no shape, no sign, no distant glow breaking into view. I stopped waiting after a while, like I always do. The shadow crossed and slipped away before it could begin. I almost leaned a little closer to let something in, but some things fade before they form and never settle in. The window stayed dark tonight, nothing tried to stay. Every moment passing through kept its distance away. I let it go without a thought or something to say. No story forming in the glass, no one to see, just the quiet sitting back with me. The window stayed dark tonight. No need to explain. Every silence held its ground and didn't need a name. I didn't ask it to be more. Begins to fade. The room feels wide. I turn away and let it rest at its own side. The chair still faces where you sat, like nothing's really changed. The table holds the same few things, but somehow feels rearranged. I almost pull it back again and leave it where it stays. The chair still turned your way tonight, like it remembers you. Every angle holds a trace of something I once knew. I don't move it out of place, I let it keep its view. A cup sits closer than it should, I haven't moved it far. The room keeps all the smaller things exactly as they are. I pass by without fixing them, and don't question where you are. The chair still turned your way tonight, nothing needs to shift. Every quiet object here feels like a quiet gift. I don't try to change a thing or close the distance it left. No sound to break the shape it holds, no need to speak, just the outline of a moment. I don't keep the chair still turned your way tonight, soft against the room. Every space between the lines leaves a little room. I don't ask it to let go or move. The light falls gently where you were, then fades again. I leave it just the way it is, like now and then. The door still sits a little wide, not fully in or out. A line of light across the floor without a clear route. I pass it more than once tonight and never turn about. The door I didn't close tonight stays just where it is, not open wide, not shut away, somewhere in between this. I let it hold that quiet line without deciding it. A softer sound comes through the gap, then fades before it stays. I almost reach to pull it in, then stop halfway. Some things don't need finishing or choosing either way. The door I didn't close tonight doesn't ask for more. Every inch of space it leaves feels easy to ignore. I don't need to change its place or what it's for. No ending written in the frame, no need to choose, just the shape of something there. I don't use the door I didn't close tonight, holds the quiet still. Every thought that moves toward it slows its will. I leave it just the way it rests until the light shifts slightly on
sit back and let it stay right here. The light went soft before the night had settled in its place. A quiet shift across the wall I didn't try to trace. It slipped away without a sound or leaving any space. The light faded first tonight, before I noticed why. Every edge it used to hold just loosened by and by. I didn't try to hold it still or ask it not to die. The room stayed almost as it was, but something pulled away, a softer version of itself that didn't want to stay. I let it change without a word and watched it drift to gray. The light faded first tonight, nothing followed through. Every shape it once revealed fell out of view. I didn't need to see it clear or make it new. No switch I reached to turn it back, no reason left to try. Just the quiet closing in without asking why. The light faded first tonight, and everything else, every thought I tried to keep said itself. I let it pass without a trace or help. The dark settles in its place without a sound. I sit a while and let it stay all around.
The clock kept moving on the wall, but I stopped keeping time. Each second passed the same as last, without a need to climb. I watched it without watching it and let it fall in line. The clock didn't matter tonight, nothing to chase. Every hour slipped away without a place. I didn't try to hold it still or set a pace. A quiet rhythm filled the room without a steady beat, the kind that doesn't pull you in or didn't matter tonight. Nothing to hold, every moment passing through did what it was told. I didn't try to make it stay or shape the fold. No reason left to count it down, no end to see, just the shape of something there without needing me. The clock didn't matter tonight. Everything's slow, every thought that tried to form let itself go. I didn't ask it where it went or need to know. The hands kept turning as they will, without a sign. I let it pass without a mark or making it mine. The light stayed low against the wall, not bright enough to change, just enough to hold the room in something soft and plain. I didn't reach to raise it up or shift the quiet frame. The light stayed low tonight, nothing stood out. Every edge it touched just eased into a doubt. I don't ask it to be more or figure out. A softer shadow crossed the floor, then settled back again. I almost followed where it went, but didn't pretend that anything it tried to show would need to begin. The light stayed low tonight, everything small. Every thought that came and went didn't need a call. I let it move without a shape or meaning at all. No switch I reached to change the tone. No need to see, just the quiet holding on to what could be. The light stayed low tonight, nothing to prove. Every part of where I sat didn't need to move. I let it rest the way it was, without a groove. The glow softens into less and fades away. I sit a while and let it go the way it may.
The window stayed against the frame, no air came through. The night just pressed against the glass like it always knew. I stood there for a moment, but didn't follow through. The window didn't open tonight, nothing came in. Every thought that reached that far stopped at the skin. I didn't try to let it through or begin. A distant light moved far away, then slipped from view. I almost traced it with my eyes, but I never do. Some things feel better left outside than passing through. The window didn't open tonight, nothing to change. Every shape beyond the glass felt out of range. I didn't try to bring it close or rearrange.
No breeze to shift the quiet air, no sound to hear,
Just the weight of something there, but not quite here. The window didn't open tonight, everything stayed. Every moment at the edge softly delayed. I didn't ask it to become or invade.
the glass holds steady where it is.
Without a sound, I turn away and let it rest, without looking around.
There's a light still on inside, down the hall, second door. I don't know if it's for me or just left there before. It spills softly through the dark onto the floor. The light you left on still finds me here. Not bright enough to follow, but it doesn't disappear. I don't reach to turn it off or make it clear. A quiet hum behind the walls, like the house still breathes. Every step I almost take stops short of leaving. Some things feel too still to move, or too quiet to believe. The light you left on doesn't ask why. Every shadow in the room just passes by. I don't try to hold it close or say goodbye. No reason left to walk that way, no voice to call it through. Just the shape of something there that I once knew. The light you left on fades but stays. Every memory it holds moves in quiet ways. I don't need to understand or rearrange. let it be what it is now, and where it's been. The TV hums without a sound, just light across the wall. I don't follow what it shows, or listen much at all. It fills the space enough for now, so nothing feels too small. The TV left on low tonight keeps the quiet thin. Every scene just drifts on by without pulling me in. I don't need to understand where it's been. A flicker moves across the room, then settles in again. I almost reach to turn it off, but I don't pretend that silence needs to disappear, or something needs to end. The TV left on low tonight, soft against the dark. Every image passing through leaves a lighter mark. I don't try to hold it still or make it start. No voices that I hold on to, no lines I keep, just the glow of something there before I sleep. The TV left on low tonight, nothing stays too long. Every moment fades away like a quiet song. I don't try to keep it close or follow on. The screen fades into softer light and almost goes. I close my eyes and let it drift the way it flows.
There's nothing on the table now, just a ring where something stood, a glass I never moved away, like I said I would. The room feels wider than before, in a way I understood. Nothing on the table tonight, nothing left to say. Every word that might have stayed drifted out of place. I don't try to bring it back or make it stay. The chair still turned the way you left, like it's waiting there. I almost pull it closer in, but I leave it where. Some things feel too clear to touch or too quiet to repair. Nothing on the table tonight, nothing to explain. Every thought that settles here falls away again. I don't try to fill the space or rearrange. No sound coming from the hall, no reason to check, just the stillness holding on to what's left. Nothing on the table tonight, nothing to hold on. Every trace that lingered here moves along. I don't ask for anything that's already gone. The light softens as it fades into something small. I sit a while and let it pass, like it was nothing at all. Taillights fade where the blacktop ends, like every goodbye I never said. The engine ticks in a resting place, counting hours I can't replace. The night smells like oil and rain, and a memory I still can't shake. I'm a long haul driver learning slow how far a heart can really go. I chase the dark till the radio sighs, with half-old songs and passing lights. Every mile just confirms some things wait, but they still burn. There's a house I know by the porch light glow. Still see it every mile I go. Your name scratched in my coffee cup, like I thought I'd ever drink it up. The road keeps time, the wheels keep score of every night I chose this door. I'm a long haul driver learning slow. What the leaving never told. I carry freight in a quiet ache through towns I pass but never take. I keep rolling steady low, like someday I'll know when to go. If roads could talk, they'd tell me why I keep driving past my life. If love was loud enough to hear it, cut through gears and bring me near. I'm a long haul driver missing home. Even when I say I'm fine alone, the stars don't judge and I don't mind how I lose a little more each line. I keep driving soft and slow, hoping the road lets me go. Dawn comes quiet, pale and thin, like forgiveness settling in. Till then I ride these wide line bones a long way out, still headed home. didn't feel like saying goodnight too soon. The clock keeps time, but it feels too fast, like it's rushing past something meant to last. There's a quiet I don't try to outrun, just sitting here till the day is done. I'm a little closer than I was before, still not standing at your door. Every thought moves soft and slow, like it already knows where to go. I don't need to call it home, I just need to not feel alone. There's a song playing low and worn, sounds like it's been here since before the dawn. Your name shows up then fades again, like a familiar voice I don't let in. Nothing broken, nothing wrong, just a night that's taking long. Just let the quiet sing. The light stays on, the room stays kind. Sleep comes easy when it finds its time. The sound didn't carry tonight, it stayed too far. Every word that tried to form didn't get far. I didn't try to pull it close or know what they are. The door closed somewhere down the hall, but softer than before. The echo barely reached the space, and nothing more. I let it pass without a trace or keeping score. The sound didn't carry tonight, nothing came through. Every moment at the edge faded from view. I didn't try to hold it still or make it true. No reason left to follow it, no need to stay. Just the shape of something there that slipped away. The sound didn't carry tonight, everything small. Every quiet trace it left didn't call. I let it go without a thought,
thought I almost had felt quietly unheard. I didn't try to fill the space or make it turn. The light stayed soft against the wall, like it understood that nothing needed changing now or doing what it could. I let the silence stretch a bit, the way I knew it would. The night sat with me for a while, nothing pulled away. Every moment passing through chose not to stay. I didn't try to hold it close or make it stay. No reason left to move at all, no place to be. Just the quiet resting there with me. The night sat with me for a while, then slipped away. Every trace it left behind didn't stay. I didn't try to call it back or make it stay. The chair is empty once again, the room the same. I sit a while and let it go without a name. The silence settled in the room before I noticed it. A quiet resting on the air that didn't need to fit. I almost reached to break it up and just let it sit. The silence stayed longer tonight than I expected it to. Every sound that might have come never followed through. I didn't try to fill the space or make it new. The light grew softer on the wall, then slowly slipped away. The shape I thought would hold for more didn't choose to stay. I watched it without holding on or asking it to stay. The silence stayed longer tonight, nothing pushed it back. Every moment passing through faded into black. I didn't try to mark the time or keep track. No voice to interrupt the still, no need to move. Just the quiet holding on without a groove. The silence stayed longer tonight. Everything low, every thought that tried to rise let itself go didn't ask it where it went or need to know. The room returns to what it was. Without a sign, I sit a while and let it pass. Without a line. The cup was sitting where I left it, still holding heat. A quiet trace of something small that felt complete. I wrapped my hands around it, but didn't need. The cup stayed warm a little while and slowly cooled. Every second passing by, soft and unruled. I didn't try to hold it there or keep it full. The room stayed just the way it was, no shift, no sound. A steady kind of nothingness that settled down. I let it rest without a thought or turning around. The cup stayed warm a little while, nothing to say. Every feeling drifting through faded away. I didn't try to bring it back or make it stay. No need to rush the quiet out. No need to move, just the weight of something there without a groove. The cup stayed warm a little while, and it was gone. Every trace of what it held didn't hold on. I let it be what it became and move along. The table holds the empty space where it once stayed. I sit a while and let it rest without a shade. The chair stayed turned toward the glass like it had before. A quiet place to sit a while and nothing more. I thought about just taking it, but paused at the floor. The chair by the window waits, but I don't go. Every moment passing there moves soft and slow. I let it be without a need to sit and know. The lights outside drift in and out, then disappear. A passing trace of something else, but not from here. watch it without leaning in or moving near. The chair by the window waits, nothing to say. Every shadow crossing through fades on its way. I didn't try to follow it or make it stay. No reason left to take the seat, no need to try, just the shape of something there passing by. The chair by the window waits, and still it stays. Every quiet second there softly delays. I leave it where it's always been, through all the days. The room holds steady as it is, no shift, no sign. I turn away and let it rest without making it mine.
The very moment you arrive, the room gets quiet. I am surrounded by the noise, so why am I feeling like you're holding